What's going on, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. It's finally here. It is finally here, the TRD Pro Grill. We're going to unbox this thing. I am so pumped, so stay tuned. So before we do any unboxing, just a quick backstory on why this was such a challenge to get. So the TRD Pro Grill has been available since the TRD Pro Tundra. A lot of owners obviously went after this grill because it has the big Heritage Toyota on the front, something a little different than just your normal Toyota logo. It was very popular, as was the TRD Pro Tundra. Now it got to the point where Toyota stopped making the TRD Pro for the 2018 model year, and there was such a backlog on these grills that they basically shut it down and said, we're not going to make any more of those. We're only going to have them for crash parts for TRD Pro owners. So what happened was, there were people on a waiting list for like 3 to 5 months. They were still going to get theirs, but anybody else, you were out of luck. So a couple dealers had them left, and that's really what happened there. The problem is because they were so in demand, once they went out and they weren't making them anymore for us, the price was jacked way up. So I paid a pretty penny for this thing, and here we have the main assembly, and that's the bulge, I would think. So we're going to unbox this thing. It is in my paint code 218 already, and that was the hard part. I thought I was going to have to get it and have it painted, which would have been a pain. It was nice to actually get it ready to go. So this is obviously going to go on the truck when the supercharger goes in next week. 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's unbox. Here we go. I'm going to start with the hood bulge first. One thing that scares me in both of these is they're actually moving around in the box quite a bit. I hope UPS took their time with it, didn't break anything. Let's see how they're packaged. They're not really packaged well at all. All right. I'm gonna make you laugh in a minute. So, all right, empty box, right? Nothing in it. This is what it was packaged in. Just a piece of cloth. Let's hope there's no damage. That really upset me. All right, here's the piece. Oh, it's really nice. Get off me, box. Stand. Okay. So what we got here is your standard, let me come to the camera here, make sure we're getting a good shot. So what we got here is your standard hood bulge, okay? I already have one on the truck. So when I bought this thing, I asked, do I need this? Because I already have the one on the truck for the other grill, which I did not need this, but they were only selling them in the full part, main assembly and bulge, all in one shot. They weren't breaking them up, they were selling the full package. So here it is. So when I get rid of my grill, you're getting the full assembly, the platinum grill with the bulge, 218 paint code. Looks really good. Paint job looks sweet. Okay, the packaging was not very good, I'll be honest with you. It was only this, and it wasn't even taped to it. It's kind of like a clothy mesh. Could have been wrapped a little better. There wasn't anything securing it. It was moving around in the box. But it came out okay, so no harm, no foul. Let's get to the moneymaker. I love unboxing videos. They're like Christmas. Alright. Obviously this is going to be the main assembly. Again, it's moving around quite a bit. I definitely would have secured it better if I was shipping it, but as long as nothing's wrong with it, I don't care. Problem is these boxes get thrown around, you know, between being shipped and getting to your door. Okay, it's the same kind of wrapped up situation as we had in the other box, which I was expecting. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't want to mess it up. Alright. Well. Ooh. Okay. Alright, assembly out. Let's set this thing up. There it is, people. If I had any buyer's remorse whatsoever, I don't anymore, because as soon as I opened it, I just had a smile on my face. Look at that thing. It's going to be perfect on the front of the Platinum Pro truck. I'm very excited. Alrighty, unboxing complete. Here it is. Very, very cool. Love the Toyota. I love the Heritage grill so much. A lot of people ask me, why don't you get something different? Why don't you get something aftermarket? Let me tell you the reason, right here. I just love that. This is old school. This reminds me of when I was a kid, when all the trucks said that. But overall, I'm very happy with the product. Very happy I bought it. Money well spent, but I will tell you, I don't hold anything back from you guys. Very, very disappointed in the way it was shipped. It was not shipped with care, and this thing was not cheap, so I expected a lot better of a ship job, to be honest, because it has that mesh wrap on it. It wasn't taped. It was moving around in the box when I picked it up, so you know this thing took a beating in shipping. I don't know, it was like hanging out one end. Shipping's a big deal. When you spend this kind of money, you kind of expect a little bit of care on the other side. But I used the company that I've never used before ever, because obviously you got to go with what you got to go with to get one of these grills. And, you know, I'm not like disappointed, like mad, because obviously everything is fine. But, you know, let's all learn from this and let's ship it better next time and tape it up. And I know they took it out of the box to paint it in the color I needed to paint it, and that's great, but, you know, just grab a roll of tape and maybe some more padding, stuff some padding down in it so we don't hurt it. It wasn't a $40 part, that's for sure. It was a lot of money. And I know the question under this video is going to be, well, how much was it? Well, do a little math yourself. I won't tell you how much it is, but I'll tell you this. Look at how much they normally are before this whole we're not making them anymore was, and then double that, because that's how much this thing was. And as much as the supercharger was my unicorn, and I definitely wanted the supercharger more than anything, this thing was definitely the part that I needed to have, and that's why I paid so much for it. So I'm glad I got it. I appreciate the company who I worked with to get it. Yeah, I think from now on I'm just going to stick to Sparks parts. That's why I go with them. Don't forget, you can save 5%. 100Dude34 promo code. This was not from Sparks Parts. Absolutely not. When they send you the stuff in the mail, it's totally wrapped up and awesome. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think of the grill. I'm going to wrap this thing up better than they did because it's going up to New York to be installed with the supercharger, so I want to make sure it gets there with no scratches, dents, anything like that. I don't want it to be dented or scratched before it goes on the truck. So, let me know what you think. Comment below the video. Twitter and Instagram at 100Dude34. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Toyota.